Hello there, I'm Nancy P. Hunter, real estate broker and financial expert. And today we're going to be talking about dental insurance versus dental discounts. And if you don't know, thousands of Americans go to work with mouth problems. They go to work with pain because they don't have insurance, because even if they offer it to work, they don't take it because they cannot afford to have money go towards that. Or they're self-employed and they cannot afford to have insurance. So today we're going to be talking about the difference between dental discounts versus dental insurance. First of all, a lot of people in the, there's different brackets, and under the people who are less privileged, the city and the federal provides services. Not a whole lot, but there are some. There's also non-for-profit for dentists who get together and donate their time to provide services for the unprivileged. But I'm going to be catering to the middle-class people who are working class, who cannot, they have money, but they don't have money to allocate for that. So they figure when the dentist is not something you use all the time, and when the time comes, I'll be able to just take care of it. Unfortunately, many people, when you do get a root canal or something happens in your mouth that you need work, it happens all of a sudden and you don't have the money, because most often your card will break more often than your mouth. That's the fact. And so usually there will be no money left in the credit card to take care of this. Now, going back to what options you have, discount plans offer 50 to 70%. They'll sell you one time a year. You buy the program and they'll give you a discount once you have the service. Now, what I do recommend is that you do get, let's pause for 1 second here. Thank you for holding. So now let's go back to our topic. So basically, these discounts are going to give you a discount on a root canal averaging $1,200. You're going to end up paying $500 to $800. It's still a lot, but it's a lot less than $1,200. And it is something that you could have ready to go before the need arises. Let me do my quick calculations here. And they're not very popular, and people get confused and they don't understand what they are. That is about $10 per month that you could put away. So put it away in an envelope system. That's the best way to go about it. If you want to do digital, fine, but it's really hard and tempting to put money on the side digital because you will grab and use it. So if you put $10 on side until you gather 120, then you're ready to buy your dental discount card. Now make sure to call the dentist of your choice, whatever you have, call around and ask them what's your average price. And they'll all tell you to come in and get an assessment. True, but they all vary in different prices of the assessment. Some won't charge you, some will charge you, some will charge you a whole lot. So you make sure you call around. One of my recommendations from experience in America, what I have seen is sort of like Monarch Dentals or Western Dentals or Delta Dental. Franchise are very affordable because they handle the masses and they are accessible. So you don't want to go to somebody, well, like I said, you want to go where you can get help, but you want to go where you could afford to pay for the help you got. And if you end up in a type of dentistry where they wouldn't have no consideration because they need to pay their bills, then you end up with an ugly bill. And that's what most people's ideas are. So my recommendation is check out dental places that you might consider, if in case you ever have an emergency. Ask them what's their procedure and how they take people, because you don't want to be stuck waiting to the last minute. And that's what happens, and that's how people end up with nasty dental bills. They wait until the last minute, and then of course you're gonna sign under pressure, in the pressure you have for yourself because you're in pain. You want the pain to stop, you'll sign anything. So options are, have it ready to go. It's about $10, like I said, $120 a year. And they'll give you discounts. That doesn't mean that you don't have to pay for the service. You do. Let's say the service is $100. Then the best scenario is to use your credit cards. Allow some money to be there in case of emergency. Use your credit cards for only big items, emergency items, not miscellaneous, something like car repairs and dental work, things of that nature. Or emergency that you need to fly somewhere. Those are the reasons, or funerals these days. That's a lot of that, to have it ready to go. If you cannot, they're gonna offer you credit cards in the dental place, which is okay, I guess, but the interest is still high. And remember, you can only use it there. That's why it's so important. If you want to use a credit card, use one that you can use everywhere, so you don't get stuck with a bunch of little credit cards that only could be used locally for each doctor or individual places. Care credit is very popular for dental. Interest rate is 29.95, is real high, but you know, in real life, most credit cards are at that rate. I haven't seen, honestly, average Americans, that's the rate they're getting. Okay, so it's not going to be any difference in that in the rate you're going to pay, but it's going to be the difference that you're not going to get stuck with a credit card that you cannot use everywhere. So if you're going to use a credit card, use a credit card, your Visa, MasterCard, a city card, Discover, that you're going to be able to use everywhere. Don't get stuck with just one card. Also allow, if I know it's easier said than done, for most people that's how they feel, but be conservative in your goals and start putting little money. $10 is not a lot, and it is a lot at the same time because it adds up. So if you could start with $5, $10 each pay period. You can put $10 away, and for that dental emergency, if you are a person who already knows that you have some kind of problem with your mouth, and as older you get, you're gonna have more problems. People have problems also when they're younger, when they have to take the wisdom teeth, and that's a big expense. Now, insurance. Dental insurance usually go through work, but you can also buy it independently. They tend to be about the same in their monthly premiums. You're going to have to pay monthly with them, the insurance, and they're going to give you a discount. What I don't like about them is that there's also free cleanings, maybe, or discounts on x-rays, and maintenance work is covered at a low rate. But major work, like root canals, are not going to be effective until the next year. So you have to have the insurance for 1 year before you could use it. And hello, if you buy it, you want to use it right away. That's the difference between discount dental plans and insurance plans. Also, insurance plans, in addition to, well, they're going to have a copay, or they're going to have a discount, sort of like a discount where there's a fee involved for the price of service you're going to get. So you're still going to pay, but unlike the discount programs, you're going to have to pay a monthly amount, and that's what people hate. People hate to pay monthly. So you could decide to put all the money together and just buy it once a year. As an option for your insurance for your mouth, but then at least it won't come out each month, because you don't want to add to the budget already a burden of that nature, especially for something that most people feel that they don't need and they might not even use. So I side with dental discounts rather than dental insurance. If you get it from work, usually it's at a lower, it's affordable for the one person, but it gets really expensive when you have more your family members. Okay, and make sure, or Plaid Americans, what they do and what I recommend is to have the insurance every other month. Every other year. So 1 year you have the dental, get all the dental work, save all the money you would be paying for the next time that you're going to have insurance, so you could have the money to pay for the dental work. So every other year for dental and vision, so you could have time to save for the services you're going to need to get. And that's what I have for you today. I hope this has helped you. I'm going to put the links on the bottom. I don't have no association with anyone. I've just seen a lot of medical bills, a lot of dental work bills, and I know what happens when people are in pain. And I see that there's a lot of programs out there from the city provided, in the government provided, and non-for-profits. But like I said, you have to be in a certain tax bracket. In most people who suffer are the people who are working people who make good money, but there's not enough money to go around for everything. I hope this has helped you. Till next time.